Hi everyone, this is Professional High Priestess, and I just have a message that I want to put out for the collective regarding spiritual warfare. So you guys have to understand something when you are dealing with dark negative forces. The more you operate in any type of low vibration, which is any type of like kind of fear or anger, allowing toxins into your body via sex or food, even what you consume in the media, the more susceptible you are to attacks. Now, one of the things that's happening right now with these karmics and their covens and whatnot is they are ramping up the attacks, and they're getting mad because they think that you are doing something, right? But they don't understand physics. So let me demonstrate something here. These karmics are in a vortex. They're in a vortex, and this vortex is like them in their little peanut brain, right? And this vortex is all the bullshit that they put out towards other people, all the spells that they put out, their low vibrational Cashapp records, and their low vibrational DNA. So, because they live in a mental sewer, we talked about this spiritual sewer, they're attacking you here, this light being. We're just going to symbolize you as a heart. And they're projecting and they're throwing all these things at you. But you're shielded because you have power, right? You're shielded by the Most High. You're shielded by your ethics. You're shielded by the good deeds that you do. You don't engage in darkness. So when this ricochets back onto this karmic, it creates something that we call a concentric circle, right? So it amplifies this tornado and it becomes even bigger, right? Because these karmics have they have a whole bunch of karma, a lot of trauma that they have not healed, a lot of shit that they've done to other people. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these karmics tie into different type of magic pacts and systems and covens that teach them that there's no such thing as karma, right? Like the lemma, do what you want. There's no such thing as karma. Or it's like in the Masonry tradition, if you do community service, if you donate, etc., that's going to get rid of your karma. It doesn't work like that at all. One negative act towards a divine person or a chosen one will erase all good karma that you've ever done within your life, period. So these karmics, and a lot of the times when they're doing this service or giving back, they're giving to other karmics, so they're not actually affecting any type of change, right? They're actually even building up more karma for themselves by putting resources into the hands of karmics that are then using it to do A, B, C, and D, which is not furthering the message or the mission of the Most High. So what's happening right now is because a lot of these karmics, they've attacked you, they've bullied you, they've stalked you, they've slandered you, they've done all kinds of shit. It's returning back onto them, but it's going times 10 to the 10th power because they were already at a deficit, right? Another way that I can illustrate this is we talked about this with the number line. You have your number line, you have your positives, you have your negatives. These karmics are all way off into the negative. And they're playing with spell work, they're attacking, they're slandering, they're trying to do whatever the fuck that they think that they're doing, and they're getting deeper into the negative. And they don't understand this concept. It's simple math. That's why any type of magic system, any type of person talking about spirituality, and they don't understand the 108 laws of the universe, they don't know what they're talking about. Because by understanding these laws, you will clearly understand cause and effect, which is also a law. You understand the law of karma, you understand the law of will, you understand the law of universal will, right? Everything that gravity, everything that goes out must come back. That you understand the laws of the planetary bodies. There's also that's also a universal law that we are under dominion of the planetary bodies. So Saturn, right? Think about that. And right now Saturn is about to. I think Saturn has gone direct, or it's going to be going direct soon. Pluto's gone direct. Neptune's going to be going direct very soon. Jupiter's going to be going direct soon as well, too. And these karmics, all the things that they've been doing for the past 6 months when these planets were retrograde, they're about to get back double, quadruple, tenfold. And they think that you're doing something. Now, what's happening here, too, with some of these karmics, because I talked about this before for you guys, you have to understand that these people are attacking you. It's by design. It's for them to completely lose all of their power and rack up hella karma. Because like I said, working against the chosen one will erase every good deed that you've ever done, period. So a lot of the times these karmics, they attack you. They're like, oh, you're just one person. They don't have any protection. They don't have family. They don't have a coven, whatever. But they don't know you're protected by the Most High. You're loved by God. You're loved by Mother, Father, God. You're loved by all the whole entire pantheon of the netters. You're loved by all the different deities within whatever system that you work with, whether that be the Orisha system or Druidic magic or whatnot, Canambole, whatever you play with. And it's because of the vibration of your heart. These karmics don't understand that. Being a wicked person is actually, it's a type of spiritual retardation, if that makes some sense. And it's not to be ableist, but it's a form of having a retardation spiritually. It blocks you off. It diminishes you. It calcifies you. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in spiritual jail. So a lot of these karmics, they laugh and they're like, oh, she's so sappy and they're so sentimental and they're so this and they're so that. And yeah, I'm bad to the bone and I'm this and I'm that. I'll cheat. I'll lie. I'll throw people under the bus. I'll use other people's energy, not knowing that that's actually a form of retardation spiritually. It's a type of curse to be like that. And we talked about this, the legend of the different serpents, reptilians. They don't have a heart. That's why they act and do the things that they do. But you notice that there were some reptilians, they saw the blessings that you got when you had a heart. And they switched teams to become warm-blooded. And a lot of these karmics, because the magic is tearing their life apart, they're going to have no choice but to get on their knees and fucking cry and beg the Most High. Some of them are going to come up towards you with apologies and shit like that because this shit is tearing their life apart. The demons, they're calling on higher level demons because they don't have protection. Playing with the divine person, you will lose protection. You will lose favor. You will lose anything that you thought that you had. They didn't have it in the first place. That's why they were coming after you. Because they saw something that you have that they didn't. That's why they try to take it from you and lost and fumbled and destroyed themselves. Some of these karmics I talked about, they're going to make pacts and deals with the devil to tie into higher levels of magic or sorcery or whatever to try to defeat you when it's not working. Because the lesson that they have to learn here is you're trying to work against the Most High, a child of the Most High, an authentic child of the Most High. One that's protected, one that was chosen, one that's here to stay, do the work. You're never going to prosper, period. These are children of unsuccessful rebellion. I'm going to keep on talking about this. Because this is something that a lot of people, it needs to be driven home for a lot of people. They don't understand. And then when they start to get their tea and their karma, they think that you're doing something to them. Ain't no one doing shit to you. You're getting karma. You're already in a deficit. You wanted to bring a storm into divine feminine or divine masculine's life, and that shit ricocheted back onto you and destroyed everything. But this is another thing too. Some of these karmics, they're throwing stuff at you, and it's strong and powerful or whatnot, and it doesn't even really touch you. And then it goes back to them and it tears up their whole entire life. That's why these karmics think that they're under attack by something or somebody. Nah. And some of these karmics talk about the devil is trying them. You're the devil. The devil's not trying you. You tried yourself and you folded. You're dealing with the mirror effect. So as we continue to move forward, just know that, just expect phone calls, expect outbursts, expect lies being thrown at you. Expect all kinds of shit as people start to continue to get their tea. You know, it's also too the energy on this planet. People can't deal with it. It's deep. It's like put on your spiritual sunscreen so you don't get too burnt. You may get tanned a little bit, but you'll be okay for the most part. These karmics are getting completely obliterated by the sun. And that's why they're doing what they're doing. They can't stand it. Now, when it comes to between you and your person, if you're a real twin, and the karmic has been doing any type of spells on you or your masculine or da-da-da-da-da, let that shit continue. Because what's going to end up happening, especially if your masculine knows about it and they're continuing to play with the karmic, let them go over there, though. You'll be fine. Trust me. Because remember, twin is an energy. It's not in a person. It's a specific spirit that's in a person. It can go to a different person. Especially if your person is choosing to play with karmics and be for the streets and all that other shit that we talked about. What's going to end up happening is that karmic's going to get trapped with that masculine and she's going to end up wishing that she would have never tried to keep him. That's what's going to happen. And this is how the Most High is going to teach her. This is what you wanted. This is how you are going to get it. She's not going to get that masculine the way that she thinks that she's going to get it. No. She's going to be running. She's going to wish that she left that masculine alone. And this is what we're talking about too with these tornadoes that these karmics are creating with love spells and all this shit. Some of these masculines are getting caught up in stuff now with these karmics, drama, chaos, fuckery at work, financial loss or whatever. Because these masculines may not have known, but these karmics were going behind their back, waging spiritual warfare on them. And because of whatever they were doing while they were under that spiritual warfare is ruining their lives now. And it's putting the karmic in the center, the eye of the storm, with these masculines as the creator of this chaos. And that's how the Most High wants it right now, Divine Feminine. So really, you have nothing to worry about. Let them keep attacking you. Clear it. Return it to sender. Protect yourself. Let them keep on doing whatever the fuck that they think they're going to be doing. It's ricocheting and it's going back to sender. For some of you guys, the Most High wanted this to happen. They wanted them to attack you and things like that. So that whenever they're doing their rituals for protection or doing their calling on whatever, it's weak and it doesn't last. Some of these karmics are calling on entities and deities to protect them for years on end, and it's only lasting a day or two or a week. Their magic is weak, and that's because they chose to play with the divine being. You get mega karma playing with the divine being. The most loved on this planet are children and chosen ones. You play with either one of those, that's the worst thing that you can do, period. And some of these karmics have done just that. They've defiled children. They've played with divine beings. They've disrespected their own children. They've worked against their own bloodline. They did the unthinkable. Now they're about to get the unforgivable. And it's going to be unforgettable. Remember we talked about that too. So I just came to give you guys reassurance and a check-in because I know it's high time right now in the collective. It's deep, especially with this retrograde. People are getting exposed. Justice is here. Karma's here. They're broke. They think it's your fault. They think that you're doing something because they're getting karma. How? How sway? What you eat was not about to make me shit. So your digestive system is working for you, not for me too. So these karmics thought that they were going to try to feed you some bullshit or put some fuckery out there. They wanted to be in poisonous madness and they thought that it was going to come to you and they're getting it all back. Good. I would recommend for some of you guys to shield yourself up, get your evil eye, your protection wear up. I would also recommend wearing gold. It does help because remember, gold is it's an element and it's a very stable element. I would recommend that you get you some gold. Just wear that on yourself. Wear that on your body. Get a ring. For those of you guys who are, I know my ring size is 12, so it's hard for me to get rings or things like that. But search, right? Wear your symbols and stuff like that on your body, on your person too. Return all that shit to sender. You guys are gonna be okay. They're getting whipped by a force that they cannot defeat. Imagine that. Imagine they waged an unholy war. It wasn't holy, and that's why they're losing. That's how the Most High is teaching them. You don't wage wars over somebody else's energy, power, spiritual gifts. You don't wage wars because of ego or vanity, or because you're a narcissist, or you're egoic, or you want clout. You don't wage wars over shit like that. You wage wars when it's time to go against people who are killing other people, or people who are pedophiles, or people who are desecrating sacred sites, or people who are desecrating the divine feminine energy, or desecrating the sacred. That's when you wage war. Other than that, you're going to fucking lose in this day and age, period. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye.